There's the old bee tree, people. Tell me how old that black walnut is. Take about 4 people to hug it with long arms. At least, maybe 5. I rope climbed this thing back in 2012. It has been queen right since 2012. If you look close, you'll see maple pollen going in there. It's queen right now. I say queen right since 2012. In other words, they have not failed to raise their own queen. I was down here on April the 20th. Noticed it was a pretty day last year. I said, I bet you that thing is going to be thinking about throwing a swarm. And sure enough, I got down here and a little cloud of bees started. I thought it was a big orientation flight, and they got bigger and bigger and bigger. And then they stretched, they about covered the whole entire tree right here, all the way to the ground. And I didn't do any clapping. I should have. Maybe they would have hung up on a... Even though if they would have hung up there, I couldn't have got them. There ain't no way in the world. So what they did was they came and got in a tighter group here and went out to one of those pine trees way up just about the top of one of them clustered. Several pound swarm. I don't know how big. I'd love to have the genetics right here if they won't kill you, but it'll be my luck I'll catch a swarm off that thing and get them to the house and then they'll about run me out the yard. I still want to try. I'm going to take one of my cheap sonotube swarm traps and hang a medium frame in there, some old wax, and put it down here and try again. They claim you need to be a distance away from a hive to catch one. There's some big beekeepers around right here, but they're not close. I still probably end up catching one of theirs if they let them swarm. I don't know. I'd love to try those genes. That top entrance right there, they close it down to about 1 bee space during the winter with propolis. That's how much propolis they get in there. And then they open it back up in summertime. Bottom entrance the same way right here. So I tried last year hanging a swarm trap. There was a sonotube, no old wax or anything. I hung it right back on the back side of the tree. Had it kind of facing this way so the sun would shine in the entrance, and they wore it out, the scouts, while that swarm was hanging over in the pine. But for some reason it didn't float their boat. Maybe a piece of old wax in one down here will work for me next time. I don't know. Maybe one of these pines on these woods. That's kind of south back behind me right there. Any one of them pines would probably work. Anywho, we're going to try it again sometime here. Sometime middle of March, I guess. This year's heating up earlier, so they might be ready to go about the last of March if we get a string of pretty days. Catch y'all later. Just wanted to check on this old colony. It's been bees in this tree for a long time. Not the same genetics, I'm sure, but there's a guy in his 50s said he used to play in the tree and there was bees in it when he was a kid, so that tells you this thing. Yeah, anyhow. Catch y'all later on.